Good morning. Actually, it's evening for me. It's about 5 o'clock, and we're going to make poor man's spaghetti and garlic toast. I was going to have peanut butter and jelly, but I thought this might be tastier. Plus, I'm pretty hungry. I've been kind of busy today, so it's been a light breakfast and a light lunch, so let's make something just a hair more substantial for dinner. And I'm going to put some water in this pan. I was drying it to make sure it was clean. The good thing about poor man's spaghetti and garlic toast is that it doesn't take very long. My spaghetti box almost fell over. Alright, so we're going to make some spaghetti. Quite a bit of it. Should be plenty. And I'm going to salt that water. Alright, that should take about, 10, 15 minutes to cook. And I'll be back. Alright, I am back, and we're going to stir this around and see how done it is. Alright, so we're going to see if it's done. Probably not really, no. Not as done as I want it. Alright, well, I'll be back in a minute. I'm about to run out of battery, and I'm about to run out of space on the SD card. So I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so I think everything is running out of battery. My microphone is just not behaving. It's not staying on. And neither is the receiver. So we'll do the best we can. I am going to drain the majority of this water. Add the spaghetti sauce. There was nothing wrong with the spaghetti sauce. I already opened it and looked at it, and it's fine. So we're just going to dump the whole bottle in. Now, this is the kind of thing I want to say. If you've got a good food pantry, this is... Alright, so as hard as I tried to make all the batteries stretch, it didn't work. I just had to change the battery on the camera, and the receiver and microphone are now on the charger. That sucks. But it is what it is. We'll still do the best we can with this video. So anyway, as I was saying, this is the kind of stuff that you can get for free from the food pantry. Except the spices. I'm going to add a little extra pepper in here. I'm going to add some extra garlic. I need to buy more garlic. I might do that tomorrow. I may not. I don't know. Onion powder. And let's make it a little spicy. And here's the thing. Just because it comes in a can or a jar or whatever, and it's, it says reheat and eat, doesn't mean you can't do things to it. You can add spices. I could have added meat to this, or vegetables. I'm not adding meat because I want to save my pound of hamburger for something else, and I also want to show you the ultimate poor man or woman's spaghetti and garlic toast. So one thing I've noticed about this great value basil and whatever it is spaghetti sauce is that it is bitter. So we're going to take the bitter right out of it and add just a little bit of sugar. But for some reason this basil, whatever it is, spaghetti sauce is just bitter. So, there we go. Alright. So that's going to cook. And then we are going to come over here and make the poor man's garlic toast. And we're going to make the real poor man's garlic toast. I don't even have any of my homemade bread, so we're going to use regular bread. think the only thing that's left in there is heels. So I'm going to put this in the toaster oven for about 6 minutes, and then I'll be back. All right, my toaster oven just dinged. So there we go. Those are nice and toasty. Let me wash my hands. If you're wondering how much this might cost if you had to buy it, because the food pantry gave all this stuff to me. Other than the spices and the Parmesan cheese, I got all of this for free. But I think if you're doing the super budget thing, I think you can get the sauce and spaghetti for between like $2 and $4. I think it's going to depend on where you live. Now, if you were going extra fancy pants, you could probably spend $20 just on the sauce and spaghetti. But if you can afford $10 pasta and $10 sauce, you should be very grateful. I think, whether we probably wouldn't do it on this channel, and neither would my subscribers. We probably wouldn't buy that, but we would like to have the extra money to contemplate buying it if we really wanted to buy, that kind of buy at that price point. There we go. I can talk really. So yeah, I think you could spend between $2 and $4 on the spaghetti noodles and sauce. The bread is probably $2 if you buy the cheap stuff. I mean, I wouldn't buy the really, 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 really cheap bread. I don't like it. This is like the step up from that. I think, other than the spices, it's all free. So I'd say $3 for the sauce and pasta, $2 for the bread. That's $5. And then you've got the Parmesan cheese. I paid like $6 for this, so we're at 3, 5, 11, $13. I think you could buy all of this for under $15 if you had the spices at home. And of course, to make this, you just butter your toast. Put some of this on here. This is onion powder. Brings out the flavor of the garlic. Onion powder. We gotta get some garlic. I'm gonna go to the store. So garlic. I'm running out of garlic. And if you like basil, put some basil on. I like basil. You could also put oregano on this if you really wanted to. And then we'll toast some of this. Like I said, this Parmesan cheese I got was like $6. It was expensive. But if I had bought the shredded stuff in the bag, it would have been like $2.50, $3. So I put that back in for 3 minutes. It's 2 minutes, 55 seconds, 3 minutes. And as soon as that's done, I'll be back. All right, here it is, the ultimate poor man's or woman's cheap dinner. And like I said, I think if you had to buy it, you could do it for about $15. You could do it for a lot more than that too if you wanted. But here's the ultimate affordable spaghetti and garlic toast dinner. I could have put some more spaghetti in this. Well, anyway. leftover spaghetti sauce, which is good. And some of this Parmesan cheese. Alright, so there it is. One tasty dinner. Look at that. Spaghetti with Parmesan cheese and garlic toast. And I did not spend a fortune on this. In fact, the only thing I bought was the Parmesan cheese. So it cost me $6. So let's see if it's any good. It is hot. Let's see if we can find some that isn't quite so hot. Let's cool it off with some Parmesan cheese. Alright. Pretty good for a cheap dinner. Folks, this is eating good on a budget right here. Alright, that's it for this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.